Hey, this is your man coming at you again, Sir-Earl. Coming with our 81st podcast. Time has flown past really fast. Today is actually it's Friday, August 28th. Today is actually my wife's Chie birthday, so I'm coming to you on Friday today. I probably still won't post this Sunday because I want to add some of the things to the video, some pictures and things on YouTube. So, if you're listening to the podcast, go to YouTube. I have a channel, It's My World 1. This will be episode number 81. And what we're going to add a few pictures and some music and things like that to the video form. So you definitely want to go check that out. So I'm coming to you a little bit earlier in recording this, and I'll probably post it Sunday. The reason being, I need to update the YouTube thing tomorrow with my son who does all the editing. And we've just been like extremely busy with running this club, opening up the other clubs. Today is a birthday. And also, we have to leave Monday or Tuesday. We've got to leave. And we have to drive to Pittsburgh, which is probably a 7-8 hour ride from Chicago. Not looking forward to it. I hate long drives. But we have to go there because Chie has a competition which you can check online. It's the 2020 North American Championship. She actually took second at that event last year, and we're going back this year with an improved physique. And the plan is a pro qualifier, so the plan is to win her class, go pro, and then start to prepare for the pro debut, which I'm not sure if it'll be at the Arnold Classic in March or the Wings of Strength here in Chicago in July, but it'll be one of them. She looks outstanding. I trained her like I always have. She's been competing for about 16 years. The thing about competing, she competes in a figure competition, and if you don't know what it is, it's not bodybuilding, it's not the grotesque muscle, it's not fitness where they do the routines, it's not bikini where to me they look silly. It's a really competitive between those figure, which was actually invented after female bodybuilding, after fitness. They came out with a category called fitness where you still have to carry a certain amount of muscle, but it still got to be feminine and V-taper and muscularity and conditioning and poise and beauty and all those things. So it was kind of, she was made for that. She's had a very successful career in figure competition. The average career in any sport, bodybuilding, figure, anything, is 3, 4, maybe 5 years. This is her 17th year going into it. So to come from a overweight mother of 3 with health problems, health issues, high cholesterol, to become one of the best in the world. Like I said, she's won the state title. She's won regionals. If you don't know what regionals are, they are competitions where you have multiple state winners that compete in that show. So she won one in Iowa. She won one here in Chicago, out by O'Hare. So she's done very well. She's been as high as second, I think, twice at the Arnold Classic, which is a international competition. It's probably one of the toughest shows for amateurs there is because they come from all over the world. They're not just national. They're not just Miss California or Miss Iowa or Miss Illinois. It's like you have the best from Mexico, the best from Germany, the best from Russia, the best from Hawaii. So it's a really tough competition, very competitive, and she's been as high as second there a couple of times. I know she took third a couple of times. Last year, I know she took second at the Arnold Classic, and she actually took a second at the North American. So she's in good company. A lot of the people that are already pros, she's already beat them, either at the regional or the state level, at the Arnold level. She's beat a lot of good people. So probably next Sunday, our interview, our podcast will be probably with an interview protesting that, well, the plan that we started back in 2003 is actually we've reached that pinnacle of what we wanted to do, and that was to build a physique that is worthy of a pro card, and then start over and going up to the pro level and doing what we have to do there. So some of the pictures will tell the story of how her physique has evolved and where it's at now, and it's actually pretty good. We get a lot of good feedback. I've trained her for every show since 2003, so I know her body pretty well. And that's the thing. It's like we've that's the thing I wanted to do the podcast about. Definitely, it's about her journey, her physical journey to what her goal is, and that's to turn pro. But what I wanted to discuss, there's a lot of people that have journeys, whether it be a physical journey, educational journey, or a mental journey, or whatever it is. Everybody's trying to get to that next level in their lives in one way or another. And I gave the numbers of 3 to 4 years for people to normally last in competition. Either they're not doing very well and they get burnt out, or they're just tired of it and they want to do something else with their lives. She loves competing definitely a lot more than me. I love the business aspect of it a lot more. So I'm saying that to say everything that you do in life, everything that you want, it takes sacrifice, it takes focus, and it takes determination. So she has been very, very successful in competition as well as the business of figure competition, because the judges have seen her for the last 16 years, and she gets better every year. It's always the question, can she come back even better? And we kick our own asses trying to definitely improve and come back every year. Most people, after a competition, they will go up to the judges and say, what do I need to do to improve? Which I was a judge, and as a competitor and as a person that's helping someone prepare, if you don't know what they need to do to improve, then you shouldn't call yourself helping them. You shouldn't have to ask anybody else, what do the person you're working with need? A competitor shouldn't have to ask, what do they need? If you're honest with yourself and you have a mirror, you will know what you should know what you need, and you should have the knowledge to go about making those changes. So the self-worth of what she develops in competition, and this is why so many people quit. You don't get the places you think you deserve, or whatever it may be, and it's a very subjective sport. As a judge, you have a Chevy, a Ford, and a BMW in front of you, and you say, hey, I like the Chevy, and they go, well, what the hell is wrong with the BMW? Well, there's nothing wrong with the BMW, it's just I prefer the Chevy. Another day, another set of judges, maybe the BMW wins, maybe the Ford wins. Who knows? It's a very, very subjective sport. So your hard work, which is for her, and for a very good competitor, 24/7, 365, there is no off season. You're always trying to stay lean, get better, performing different exercises, looking at your weak points, trying to bring them up before the next time you step on stage. So it's a 24/7. I mean, other professions, football players get off season, basketball players get off season. If you see a guy that's tall, does not necessarily mean he's a basketball player. When you see a top-notch, top-level bodybuilder or figure competitor, you know, because their physique shows it. When you start talking about physiques, you can't lie. You're either eating 7 meals, 6 meals, training hard, doing cardio, or you're not. Your body's physically going to show it, so your mouth can say anything. If you're not putting in the work and the effort, it's going to show, because you're not going to be in the physical shape that you should be in. So everybody's trying to win. So the better you eat, the longer you train, the harder you prepare, the better chance you got of finding yourself in that winner circle. And that's what we've learned over the years. It's like you have to make those sacrifices of the foods and the different events and things that you would normally like in order to maintain some type of physique. Because even if your show is next year, the better you do now, the better you're going to look next year. So a lot of people that we find, that whether it's business or life or competition or whatever it is, they don't want to make the sacrifices. They want to get what they get and do what they do, but yet still win what they want to win. And it doesn't work that way. You could try all day long, but at the end of the day, the truth stands there. 2 plus 2 is always going to be 4. I wouldn't care which way you try to dress it up, how much you argue about it. There's one thing about the truth: in anything you do, it will always stand through the test of time, no matter what. So I talk to a lot of people that love to know the secrets of successful business or successful physical shape or competing or whatever it might be. They want to know. And you know, a lot of our clients, they want to try to be where Chie is at, but yet they don't want to have the discipline that she has. They want to drink, they want to go out, they want to party on the weekend, they want to eat the foods. America has the biggest addiction for food I've ever seen in my life. People just can't stay away from it. And you know, you eat dry chicken breast all year. Would you prefer that over some fried Harold's chicken or something really, really good like that? Of course you'd prefer the fried good Harold's chicken or whatever it is that you like to eat in McDonald's or whatever it might be. But you cannot maintain a great physical physique even in the off season by not making the sacrifices of eating the foods that it takes to maintain a great physique. And that's where a lot of people don't measure up. It's like, you can't run a successful business, you can't have a great life, you can't complete school, you can't do anything without giving up something. Every level you aspire to go to requires, it's an old saying, every level has a different devil. You have to sacrifice something in order to reach your goals. I don't care what it is. In this particular situation, we're talking about her competition. But business, life, everything. Anytime you want to get to a higher level above ordinary people, I have a saying: ordinary and extraordinary does not mix. They have 2 different sets of habits. They have 2 different sets of thoughts. So if you want to be ordinary, you're not going to think like the people that want to be extraordinary. And in business, in her relationship, in competition, in everything that we do, we want to be extraordinary. We want to try to aim to be the best that ever did what we did. So therefore, you can't think, you can't get A's thinking like a C student and having habits of a C student. They don't study, they go out, they party, and they wonder why you're getting A's and they're not. Well, because you're staying in your dorm room and you're studying and you're being prepared for the test and you understand all those things. So there is nothing in life that you're ever going to do that is not going to require giving up something to get something. You have to be willing to make a sacrifice. And that's advice that I would love for people to really, really take a look at and start to understand that you can achieve most anything you want to achieve, no matter what it is, how much money you want to make, school, A's, B's, no matter what. But you have to be willing to put in the work, and you have to be willing to make the sacrifices of the not non-instant gratification. So many people want instant gratification, but they're not willing to put off eating bad till maybe after your show, enjoying some of the foods that you want. They want to enjoy that, but yet they still want to win the show. Not going to happen. It's like believe it in the freaking Easter Bunny. It's not going to happen. You're going to cut corners. You should be doing an hour cardio. Maybe you're stopping at 45, telling everybody you're doing an hour. But what's going to happen is that you're going to meet somebody like a Chie or like some other people I've known that prepare, and they're going to tell you a new asshole. Because you can lie to yourself. You can't lie to the judges on stage. They know if you are better than somebody else. They know they're professionals. And so Anything in life, you can lie about anything you want to lie about. At the end of the day, the truth is going to come out. So don't cut corners. Don't look for shortcuts. Don't look for the easy way. Do what is necessary to accomplish the things you say. No one else told you to want these things. The things that you say you want to do. I find that the most idiotic thing is to say, I want to do this. I want to be number one. I want to own a business. But yet you're cheating yourself. It's ridiculous to me. How could you say that's just you talking? But to actually achieve these things, you have to be willing to make the sacrifice. It's like while people are out having a great time on the weekend in Chicago because we have a short summer, I'm working. Why? Because I want a successful business. I'm doing podcasts. I'm studying. I'm reading. I'm getting my mindset right. I'm praying. I'm meditating. I'm doing all these things that to people, well, maybe you want to do those things later. I want to do those things all the time. I want to do them more. So while you're out doing nothing, I'm somewhere at my gym or at my studio or at my gym or at my house, and I'm doing something to get better. And when you add those things up, evening over here, a weekend over here, a holiday over there, at the end of the year, you're nowhere near where I'm at because you wanted to, oh, well, this day ain't gonna matter, or that day ain't gonna matter, or this weekend ain't gonna matter, or that fried chicken ain't gonna matter. Well, it does matter. It all matters, and it does catch up to you. So my message in this whole thing is to put in the hard work, make the sacrifices, and win the goals that you say you want to achieve. And that's the first thing. If you don't have any goals, you need to get some. And you need to work hard, and you need to make the sacrifices to make your dreams and goals come true. This is your man, Sir-Earl. I'll be checking back with you next week after we finish this North American Championship and winning and getting a pro card. And I'm out of here. Peace.